And we are back. Welcome back to the ONJ YouTube channel slash podcast audio. I'm your co-host Jeremiah.
I'm your co-host, Orlando.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Tonight we have the San Antonio Spurs going to visit the Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta. Spurs get the win, 126-98. Uh, as always, who you got? Who's your player of the game?
The player of the game, um, the alien himself,
Alien himself.
Victor Wembanyama, who actually came off the bench this
Six
game.
man of the year.
Okay, let's relax now. I'm pretty sure it's a 1-2 time thing, maybe.
Right?
Um, Coming off the bench, 26 points, 12 rebounds. Um, doing the move that I always get impressed when I see a big man do. They inbound the ball to him, he brings it up, shoots up a three, makes it like it's nothing. I mean, he was having his way this game. The Hawks had zero answers for the man. Zero. Negative zero.
Yeah. Spurs pretty much dominated the whole game. Like, I didn't really see the Hawks. Like Hawks didn't stand a chance. I think Vassell helped them out a lot. I agree, and I'm gonna agree with you as well. Yeah, Victor Wembanyama was also my player of the game. I mean, he was all over the floor. But I thought Vassell gave him a lot, gave him a great start. I think he came out. He probably hit like three threes off the jump. Coming just in the first quarter alone. He had a great first half, and I think that allowed like that production, and then with the lead that they had, and then like no, it can't get no harder. No, we have a 7'5" uh point guard through center. Put him at any position coming off the bench, and he has a double double as well. Yeah, they dominated. Hawks really couldn't. I didn't think they shot the ball. They didn't shoot the ball too well. I know it was one
Terrible.
point at one point in the first half.
Terrible.
In the one point in the first half, like they had like I think they were shooting like 33% or something like that from the field.
Yep.
So it
Yep.
was
I made sure to take that screenshot because I was like, I need to know the statistics of what they shooting in this first half. It was 33% field goal, 23% three pointers. Like the ball would just not go in for them that first quarter. Like no matter what they did, that ball was not going in.
yeah, it was bad. They just the ball the rim had a lid on it. And you have nights too, and if you have a night, where your big man is shooting 3 for 11 from the field, uh, I don't think it's gonna be a good night. I mean, I don't think there was only a single member that probably shot over 50%. That was Jalen Johnson himself, and he didn't even have like an elite game. You know what I mean, compared to the season that he's been having. With somebody like Wemby though, does he have a bad shot? And like what I mean, like not like his form or anything like that, but like he's 7'5". Like as a coach, like you're his coach. Like can he really just shoot whatever shot he wants, essentially? Because like who's contesting him?
Nobody
Like
can
really?
contest. Nobody can contest them. Like
Like that
I was looking at some of the shots, like specifically the three pointers. I was looking at some of the three pointers where he would just pull up, and I would see the defender like going up to block him, and I was like, you're not even close. You're not you didn't even reach that man's elbow. Like there's no bad shot he could take. He has a size advantage on everybody.
like
Now, unless
it's
you
like
get like a big center on top of him that could like bully him, I think that could take him off this game. But the Hawks don't have that.
yeah.
They were just this whole game they had. I feel like they had zero interior defense at all, and the Spurs just like You either have Victor Wembanyama doing like whatever he wants out there in the floor, or you have Cassell and Dylan Harper just driving to the paint and De'Aaron Fox just driving to the paint, all just having their way with them.
Yeah, I thought it was just too many. You got to throw multiple people at him. Like there's got to be some help. There's got to be some type of help. Um, you know, like I like at this point, I mean, you got it because I mean he's 7'5". He's like he's gonna get whatever shot he wants. Like, and I just didn't like him on the island. Like having him and Big O on the island. I mean, Big O's a great defender, but just I mean, he's 7'5" and he's shooting jump shots and he's making them. Like, so I mean, there you just can't have somebody like that on the island all by themselves. But and I mean it's tough too, because like you said, like, do you really is there a contest for that? Because I mean, you really have to just hope that he's looking at you as he contests. Because I mean, if not, like he's really just focused on the rim. Like his head is just focused on the rim. Like he's I don't, it's wild. It's wild what he's able to do, and it's wild that the Spurs are able to even they have the luxury of just bringing him off the bench. Like that's different. How much longer do you think this lasts though? Like him coming off the bench. I know, of course, bringing them back against OKC. I mean, with the cup finals in jeopardy, and I guess you didn't want to, you just want to, give him a chance to integrate himself. Go to Ben Simmons route. You know what I mean, and just like see, what the team is doing and where he could fit in, so he doesn't have to just start the game, especially coming off a calf injury. So but how long does this last though?
He played 21 minutes today. Um,
26 points.
26 points,
21.
21 minutes. I just had to add that. When you were talking, I was like, he's coming off the bench. I wonder how many minutes he's playing. He only played 21 minutes.
What are we talking about, man?
That's that's crazy. How many minutes did he play in the cup? Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
sure it's the same because I think he was definitely on a minutes restriction against us for sure.
He played 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know how long it's gonna. I mean, like, I don't know. I have zero answers for that. They don't have to
Only his
rush him.
third
I
season.
mean, the team is good. They don't have to rush him. I mean,
Yeah.
better to save his energy for long term, um, from the season. And this is the thing I've always said with the Spurs and Victor Wembanyama getting with the Spurs, and I think it's the best org he could have ever gotten to. Because I could guarantee you, if that man was anywhere else,
Mm,
he would have had an injury by now. And I think just
dang.
that the Spurs can bring him off the bench like that and not rush him. Because I feel like a lot of teams would rush him and not give him that time.
I mean, to be fair, he did get hurt his second year though.
But
So like, what do you mean
like
by
like
injury?
like those injuries, when you look at him, he's a skinnier big man. And I think
Yeah.
skinnier big men are more prone to injury.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry to bring this up, but this is the first one that comes to mind. When Chet got hurt,
Okay.
um, it was his rookie season, or going into his rookie season.
In a
So
pickup game, man.
in a pickup game,
Freaking pickup game.
so it's that difference between trying to build up the muscle and understand the way they're going to attack you in the NBA level compared to like the college or the overseas level, which is
Yeah.
very important. I think a lot of teams would rush somebody, but you have teams where these big men who are skinnier can take a little bit of time because the team is so structured so well from a team standpoint and from an org standpoint that they know, we understand what we have here. We got to be patient with it and not do what most teams do and panic and throw him out there and
Right.
lead to like long-term worse injuries.
No, that's real. That's real. Yeah, no, they Spurs definitely have a luxury, especially with the amazing roster they have. Um, like you think of players, right? Like you think of Manu, you think of Tiago Splitter, Tony Parker, of course, Boris Diaw, uh, Luol Deng, Omer Ashik. Well, actually, I don't know if those two played with the Spurs, but international players. Like, what do you think it is about the Spurs? And I mean, I guess I don't want to like point them out because I mean I'm sure there's other teams around the league that's had international players, but it seems like they always hit on their Patty Mills is another one. Like they always seem to hit on their like international prospects. Like, what do you think that is? If it's anything there, like, I don't. They always hit like every time.
I feel like at least from a younger Spurs, like the early 2000 Spurs type of hitting on players. I think it's more like I feel like back in those days, a lot of people didn't look internationally as much as they
Mm.
do now.
Yeah,
I feel like nowadays we look at international players more harder. I think back in the days, many players didn't because there's a lot of few stories about players who did great overseas, but then once they get drafted, they couldn't adjust well to the NBA. But I think probably the Spurs scouting department was really good with those international players. And for Victor Wembanyama, that French connection, Tony
yeah,
Parker, I think really influenced him on the Spurs.
yeah. Because it seems like they're always like, it seems like it seems like they're always searching too. Like they're always looking for those, I mean, prospects, and they find them too, and they develop them, and I mean. So I definitely shout out to them. But no, you're right though, and it makes and you actually brought up an interesting point because I do wonder like if he doesn't come into a Greg Popovich, with a just I mean, you could probably like form uh like an all-star team, you know what I mean, with the players that he's had. You know what I mean? Steven Jackson, David Robinson, you know what I mean, Tim Duncan, the list goes on. So this was like kind of the best situation, and it does make me think like what like what if he goes to a Heat culture? You know what I mean? With him being so skinny, and you know how hard, and you hear like the stories from NBA players of how hard they work, and I remember I heard some like I don't know if it was Udonis Haslam or Jimmy Butler or somebody like there's like a mile, like a certain mile that they do or something, a certain conditioning test that they do. Like it's pretty wild. Like you yeah, I forgot what it's called, but I think like Wemby in that type of environment, like that would like when you said maybe the injuries like what I mean, trying to work that hard with somebody like so skinny and trying to build up endurance for, the league. It's actually great to see, Wemby just in this form in only his third year. Well, not even his third, well, having completed 2 years and in his third year, and he's just so advanced, so far ahead, and is still has ways to go. So I mean, it's great to see. Sure.
Yeah, an alien himself.
Yeah.
He the rightful nickname for him.
When did Sohan, like when did he get out of the rotation? I mean, was he always out of the rotation?
No, good question.
Because I was surprised to see him like just because he came in like kind of. I mean, they were like up at 30. Like he kind of came in with the bench essentially. So I thought, no, I guess he kind of maybe lost his spot to, I guess maybe Harrison Barnes maybe or something like that or I don't
Weren't they
know.
doing like trying to play him like a point guard at some point, like
Yeah,
last
no,
season
you're
or the
right.
season
You're right.
previously? Maybe
Yeah,
that experiment didn't go so well.
yeah, I know.
That might be it. I mean, if they were
Yeah,
trying to play him at point guard, I mean, now they're like point guard heavy.
yeah.
So maybe that could be why they pushed him down the rotation. I mean, that's that's kind of like the first thought that goes to my mind.
Yeah, I think that was like I think he was just like probably good, like he was an undersized power forward essentially, right? Like at
Yeah.
6'8", which well yeah, was it 6'8", 6'6", 6'7", 6'7". Um, but yeah, I mean, I think he was kind of undersized. It wasn't really the best shooter, you know what I mean? And it seems like, and it's wild to think that seems like you have to be able to shoot at this point. Like you have to be capable of hitting the jump shot consistently, to keep the defense honest. But yeah, I think that. I mean, and then like you said, just bringing in all those point guards, bringing in De'Aaron Fox, Stephen Castle's emergence, after a great rookie of the year performance. Um, I don't know, maybe he just got lost in the sauce, just got lost in the shuffle. Because I mean, what do you kind of do it? And like, what is his skill set really? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
what?
I mean,
Because I mean, if you're not able to really shoot the ball like that consistently, and then you have Fox that needs the ball, Wemby needs the ball, Castle needs the ball, and you're not really out there to stretch the floor. Like, why can't I'll just have Harrison Barnes out there? You know what I mean? Who could hit corner threes for me? You know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
yeah, that's tough. It's tough. That's tough. That's a tough situation because I saw him come in. I was like, dang, because I haven't heard like I was like, wow, because he was starting for such a long starting for such a long time. Like his second season, or yeah, second season. He started 73 games, and then now you're on the bench. So just like shows like you could be at this point, like you could be up here, but then
Was his second season
get
the
there.
one when Wembanyama got drafted?
I believe so. Yeah, because Wemby's been in the league for 3 years. Yeah, so
I remember that Spurs fans were so pissed
yeah,
when he was like a starting guard because they was like, you have Wemby in the paint, just gives him the ball.
yeah. I think that had started. That was when the conversation was like you will hear like certain like posts of like, I don't think they like Wemby because like they were like everybody would just like comment like, yo, just he's 7'5", just give him, just throw the ball up,
The ball.
like just throw the ball up and let him just do whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, now I wonder how his role, like what does he do? Because I mean, you were a starter, and I mean he's kind of a Swiss Army knife, like kind of a dirty, like not dirty, but like does the dirty work, kind of like one of those hard nosed, what I mean, type of player, Draymond Green type of player. So I don't know. I'm curious to see like what they do with him, like if they keep him or or if he just wants to force his way out and see if there's somewhere else where he could get a bigger opportunity. But I don't know where that would be though. And he was a ninth pick too. They used the ninth pick on him.
Yeah. They also used a high pick in Josh Primo and
Wow, jeez, that's a pull.
how was
Pause.
that a
Pause.
ball?
Pause. Uh, that's a pull. I haven't heard that name forever, bro.
He was just
Dang.
playing in the league last season, wasn't he?
Uh,
But wasn't he on the Clippers last season?
yeah,
Or
he
maybe it was the
was.
season before.
No, no, yeah, I think yeah, it was one of them seasons.
Yeah.
Dang, that dude's so horny, bro. I mean, you know why? I mean, you know why, but like in the professional setting though, like dang,
That's
like
crazy.
you got the Michigan coach, you got Ime Udoka, like you got Ime Udoka, you got Josh Primo, like in the professional setting, like
And they were back to back. That's the crazy part.
uh, blowing the bag,
Yeah. He had it good. He was on the Spurs, man.
bro. You're in the NBA, bro. Yes, you had it good, bro. Forget the team you made it to the league, and you're 18. It makes me wonder, like, was he should he have stayed in, like, would this not have happened if he stayed in college? Like, was he just not ready for that type
Like
of,
you think staying in college would have made him less horny?
I don't know, but like maybe coach would have, you know what I mean? I mean, clearly he didn't do this in college. I mean, I hope not. You know what I mean? Like, I would hope not. So
Oh,
You know. I just don't know. I just don't know anymore. I don't know. It's wild too, right? With the SoCan draft though, because this player right here, he is a Spurs type of player. Imagine if they got because this is the same draft we got Jalen Williams for still at 12. Imagine if the Spurs got Jalen Williams, and he's a Spurs type of player too. Like he really is.
I mean, Josh Primo was always a stretch when they got him. I
Yeah,
don't. Everybody was questioning why.
you know. But if they didn't draft Jeremy Sohan and got Jalen Williams, J Dub, oh man, they would have been yeah, they would have been something serious. But to answer your question, I don't know about Primo. I don't. I mean, that's a big hypothetical. But I just don't know. Like, is it something in the water? Like, I just don't know because like it's wild. The news is looking fishy. It's looking
Um,
fishy.
was it San Antonio? That Charles
What?
Barkley told us like them San Antonio women or something like.
I don't. Yeah. Charles Barkley's wild. Yeah, he's a wild guy. He's a wild guy. I didn't know what like, I didn't even know. Like, are the women really that big in San Antonio? Like, because that's all he says it every time.
Every
Every single.
time.
He don't
Them
say
San
he don't
Antonio
say them
women.
skinny women. He don't say them skinny women. He don't say them scrawny women. You know what I mean? Like he don't say. He always say big every time, every single time. Oh
Always crazy.
man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to see, Sohan in that situation. I mean, you know, uh, like I said, started 70 games, and I mean, now he's on the bench. So, but oh yeah, well, I wanted to ask you, a hot name in the trade market, Giannis Antetokoumpo. Uh, Judging by what you saw today, now yes, this is a Hawks team without Trae Young. And they had a bad shooting night, but I mean, just judging by the whole makeup of the Spurs roster, like, do they need Giannis? You know what I mean? Like, would he be worth giving up a potential core future piece like a Castle or a Fox or yeah, you're not giving up Wemby. I don't know who else would be eligible to be traded. Yeah, Castle or Fox essentially. Got to keep Harper. I mean,
I feel like Castle and Harper are untouchable.
mm,
Maybe,
interesting.
maybe, maybe De'Aaron is untouchable.
I would like to
Maybe
see De'Aaron Fox team up with Bam. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Why
it's an
not?
interesting one. I like that one.
I
I
mean,
like that.
let's bring back the Kentucky days. Why not?
Yeah. But do
That's
the
instant
Spurs get
chemistry there.
Giannis? I don't
You
know.
said,
Because what it does, it would put them over the top in the moment. Um, I've always been one when I look at things to look not just in the moment, but also like future wise. And I think when you look at Giannis's contract, he's gonna be like 36, getting paid like 50, 60 million dollars.
that's,
Um, so I don't think you wanna put so much of your cap onto an older Giannis when most of his game revolves around his athleticism. And
mm,
once you get older, you kind of lose that a little bit.
yeah,
So, do you want to risk it, or do you just want to keep building what you have right now?
yeah, because I mean, well, he's relatively young. So he'll probably enter free agency. Yeah, close to like the age you said, like in that 34, 35 range. So that's when he'll be an unrestricted free agent. Um, yeah, I guess he did sign a 3 year. I guess his 3 year extension kicked in this season, so it started off this season.
How much is it?
Um,
How much is the last season of his deal worth?
it's a player option. the fact that the fact that he'll probably decline this to get a bigger deal is pretty wild. $62.7 million.
Damn, that's more than I'm ever gonna see in my lifetime, bro.
Yo,
In one,
that's probably more than two of my generations are gonna see, bro. Maybe three.
you could combine all three of both of our generations. We still ain't saying that.
That's a different way to look at stuff though. Like the amount of money that players make to
A
think
lot.
that to think that uh you'll have some people's lineage who won't like you add up everyone's salary within the lineage and it probably won't sum up to $62 million.
Yeah,
And one person is making that.
yeah. They're
Jeez,
making
Louise
way too
Papa
much money.
Cheese.
They're
You
making
said
way
what?
too much. They're making way too much money.
I don't
Way
know.
too much. Back in the day, they got paid 25 mil, and it was like they're making so much money, and now 25 mil, like a bench player is getting paid 25 mil. Like it's out of this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, so he will have that player option, and he'll be 33 when that player option hits. So yeah, I mean, I'm curious. I mean, he's still relatively young in his prime. You know, he's in great shape. You know, always seems to be in great shape, and you know, I don't know. I mean, I think if you're the Spurs, you have to make that move because you know he's 31. He's not too old. Um, you want to maximize Wemby as much as possible. Uh, yeah, I'm curious to see how that trade will work
He
though.
has what, 3 years? You said?
Yeah, 3 years. So yeah,
Oh, it's not that bad.
two in the player option.
I thought he had four.
Nah, he's got three.
Maybe I was reading the season before.
He signed, yeah, probably. So maybe his last season. He probably played through that, and then this was an extension, probably.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then if he has three, Cassell's in what, his second season? So by the time, maybe.
maybe what?
Because eventually you have to pay Cassell probably a max, one be a max. Well, maybe what's the Aaron on a 5 year? You still got the Aaron's contract. So I mean it's all about the contracts and how they work out,
Oh yeah,
really.
Vassell's contract is high too. What do you think about his skill set, Vassell? Because I had a
He's
question about that.
he's a Spurs player.
He's a Spurs player. What's that even mean, bro?
He's a Spurs player.
Seems like he's a shooter. Not a. I don't want to say spot up shooter, but he's just like a shooter. Like you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like I
Okay.
didn't want to call him. I didn't want to call him a spot up shooter because I mean, you know, he can like move without the ball and you know hit moving shots. But like, I don't see him as a guy that like you would say like create a shot. You know what I mean? Like type. I didn't really see too much of him creating shots like a De'Aaron Fox or Stephen Castle can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been that for as long as he's been the Spurs. I can't
Right.
recall him making his shots.
So like it makes you wonder like that deal. What was that based off of?
What was what?
His deal, like his 5 year 135. Like what was that? Is that is that accurate? Like is that a normal? Is that a normal deal? I mean, or Am I looking
5 year,
too good?
130. Was that a year? Was that?
27, about 27.
I mean,
But
like I
like,
said,
does that
you
deal match his skill set? Like, you know what I mean? Like a
he's a
shooter.
starter.
Okay.
You got bench players out here making 25 mil. So I mean, like,
I don't know. I mean,
that's one of the things where I remember when we first started this podcast.
mhm.
Um, we had to get used to because when I think that was what kind of like when the NBA's like that little spike in the cap. So then like you had like Biombo who was getting like the Magic decided to give him a crazy amount of money, and
He's still on that deal, huh?
Timothy Mozgov. As soon as midnight hit, the Lakers was like, "Here's all of our money back then." Um, so I
Yeah.
think it's just I remember it was so weird for us making that adjustment from like only the best players are getting paid like these high 20s type of deals to now like every player's making them. Um, and I think it's happening now again where now the best players making like 62, like you said, Giannis was about to make. So I think it's the league, the amount of money the players keep getting keeps going up. And I think it's harder to justify what a player should be getting based on their skill set when the cap just keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. But I think it's just tough when it just keeps going up. You can never have a baseline of this skill set should get this amount because in a year or two the amount of money is going to triple.
Sure. Yeah. No, that's a great point. Y'all really gave Bismack Biyombo 4 years, 72 mil.
Yeah,
Shout out to him. The bank was definitely open that day. Sheesh.
and we gave it to him right when we traded for Serge Ibaka.
Whoa. Ooh. That almost like remind me of like that Sergi like Sergi Ibaka with the Magic kind of reminded me of Lance Stevenson with the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know why. Like in
It's
terms of
it, it's those like little glimpses of like he spent one season there and completely forgot about him. Yeah,
like it's like he was brought there to kind of be a like, I feel like y'all needed Serge to be a scorer if I remember correctly. Like y'all were trying to turn him into like a scorer, like an offensive threat.
we needed a
Y'all,
3-and-D guy, and that was what Serge was. Because remember, Vooch wasn't that good yet
right.
defensively.
Yeah.
Um,
So then like yeah, I remember that like and then Lance Stevenson was kind of like after his great, playoff performance with the Pacers, I think he was kind of expected to be a big player for Charlotte, but I mean, I know you rebounded the ball really well, but I don't really think like the production, like the offensive production wasn't really there though. But nah, I mean, yeah, I'm curious to see like what the Spurs do though. Like if they do decide to, aggressively pursue Giannis, it seems like are you surprised by it by all the news surrounding Giannis? And I guess it seems like the it's for sure. I guess it's for sure reported like that he wants a trade. So, what are your thoughts on that situation?
that it's a for sure. I also saw a report that the Bucks are trying to keep him. So
I don't know. Like, I don't know what to believe. I mean,
I don't know either. It's all over the place, honestly.
'cause I mean, like, does he Miles Garrett it out and just stay with the team and just collect the checks, or do you try to chase a winner? I don't know.
Mm, I mean, I don't know what the Bucks are gonna do. They don't got their picks. They like most of their assets are gone. It's just crazy over
No, it is. One team we should touch on just a little bit, like the Clippers. Just the whole Chris Paul situation, allegedly, allegedly, like Um, Nobody wanted to go trick or treating with him. Apparently, uh, at at the at the job site, at the arena where they make their money. I think that's where the trick or treating party was. Um, yeah, just your thoughts on that situation. Quite
The
bizarre,
Clippers are a
actually.
whole mess. Like
They've
the
always
whole,
been though. They've always been.
they're a mess. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the
Donald
Clippers.
Sterling.
Like
I don't know. Donald Sterling. He messed up that
I don't know
franchise.
that org is cursed, bro. Like
What's the word? Ir- irrefutable damage.
yeah,
Irrefutable damage. Man.
yeah. I don't know.
Ain't
Maybe
nothing.
maybe maybe Kawhi will go plant some trees in his honor or something. Like get
That's
get paid
crazy.
another 20 mil under the table for that.
You telling me Kawhi Leonard, from what they say, forced the trade for PG to make you get rid of a future MVP for Paul
Oh,
George, who had some, injury problems and things like that. It's tough. And then you hear about the business, the LLCs. Ah, get well soon, Clippers.
they need all the help they can
They do. Oh man,
get.
jeez. JJ Redick need to come out of retirement at this point. Like man, oh man, that's tough.
Oh, man.
But yeah, great win by the Spurs. Tough loss by the Hawks. It's just bad shooting night. You're missing your best player. Definitely some bigs. I guess you're probably missing Capella, essentially. You know what I mean? With Big O as your lone big, especially with Kristaps Porzingis, out. That's tough as well. So yeah, we'll see
They,
how soon.
they, they really should have gotten a third string.
Yeah. What, third string big?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Maybe even a fourth string big if they knew Porzingis injuries history.
yeah,
I
you
think they
gotta,
did
yeah,
prepare
especially
better.
with, yeah, you gotta have something like that, especially with, yeah, Porzingis. But yeah, we'll see how quick they could get Trey back, and they may make a move at the deadline for a big. I don't know. That'll be interesting. Interesting to
They should.
see. But yeah, you got anything else?
No,
Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Comment anything any hot news you saw, that you want to talk about, or anything you like from the video or dislike from the video. And we'll catch you in the next. We out.